name's Woodley Oralus. I'm the founder CEO of a company called Biznct. It's based here in Ocala, downtown. We have an office in the power plant incubator next to the CEP. So, getting into a little bit of the more attractive stuff, social media. A lot of people are using social media, definitely. During this time of social distancing, a lot of people are on their phones using a lot of these different apps. And, as a business owner, if you're able to maximize on it, you can really have, a big impact. I grew up partially here in Ocala, went to Osceola and Forest High School here. Um, Very familiar with the Ocala area. I'm gonna kind of dive in. Um, Social media. So when you're on social media, you don't have that much time. You're competing against so many different factors when you're online. So you want to be able to catch somebody's attention. Something that's super extensive, super long, can lose the attention of a prospective customer. Somebody that you could connect with. So I have actually a 43-second video of what we basically do here at Biznct. So check it out. See if you can hear that. Yep, just quick, straight to the point. They could kind of see what you're all about. So you typically don't want to be too long when you're utilizing some of these platforms. Instagram, Facebook. You want to gear your content and your message towards that particular platform. So here you see a couple of platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Different platforms that individuals use. Snapchat has a more younger user base. Instagram's a moderate. Facebook, that's when you could see all types of demographics on it. Twitter is more of a quick interaction. More geared towards right then and there live events. Things are happening right now. People tweet it out. We're gonna jump in here. So organic. So a lot of people, think about, so when they're thinking about social media, getting started on social media, they think that it's a super complicated approach. They see some things that other people are doing online, and they don't know where to start. So the most cost effective and the easiest way to get started is by adopting a completely organic approach. And that takes only your time, your effort, and creativity. So this is the least expensive way of getting started because, it's just your time, the time that you allocated. You're not paying, somebody else, or you could have like your secretary doing it, but they're constructing content and using their creativity in order to get their message out to their market. So this is the primary method that people use when they first get started on social media, which is purely organic. And we're going to talk about ways you can kind of really maximize that before you go into other forms. So few organic approaches that you can use on social media. So when you're trying to convey your message on social media, you want to utilize content that can engage somebody and entice them to see what's more under the hood. If your business is a car, what's the inner workings, what's the performance of it. Before they know that it's a V8 cylinder under the hood, they have to see something that entices them, attracts them to want to see more, want to check you out. So the way you do that is by utilizing different methods such as pictures and copyright. So pictures can be pictures that you've taken. Most people, when they don't have a very creative standpoint, they start off with stock images, which is okay when you first get started, but you definitely want to step away from that as soon as you can, because people connect with more authentic and more genuine, more real forms of content, because real resonates with them more. Video content is definitely the most engaging, enticing form of connecting with somebody via social media. And over 80% of content consumed on the web is in video format. So whether you're putting out a post, the copyright that you have on it, that's the text or whatever message or offer that you have in word form. So it's selling in word form, that message that you have in word form to entice the individual to check out your Facebook page, check out your website, look to see what's more under the hood of your business. Live streaming, which we're coming live right now to you on Facebook. Thank you for everybody checking it out. All the individuals brought in so much valuable information to you, and I'm glad we're able to bring that to you during this time of social distancing. So live streaming, this actually allows you to engage with people in real time, and it doesn't have to be exactly ironed out or scripted. You're able to show them what's going on at your business right now, or at an event, or whatever message you want to just get out there right then and there. Live streaming gives that feel of right here, right now. Joint business lives and webinars, which is similar to what we're doing right now. So it's many individuals coming together and collaborating. So when you're doing this, you're able to not only interact with your audience, but the audience of the many individuals that you're collaborating with. So you have your creative message that you're putting out there, but when you join forces with individuals, their market can see what's going on with what your business has going on, and their audience can become a part of your audience as well, because they may like the message that you're putting out there and really gravitate to what's going on with you as well. So building your organic firestorm. So there's several different ways you could really ramp up on social media, but these four are, when really utilized together, you can have a good impact and start growing that over time, growing your audience, growing your base, and interacting with more individuals. So when you're posting consistently great content, great messages, great video, more and more people will start engaging with what your brand, what your message is all about. Same thing with live streams. When they're seeing what's going on with your business in real time, they're able to engage with you, see what's up with your brand, and really learn more about what's going on right here, right now. Groups. So there's several different groups in Facebook. There's like, Ocala Flea Market, Ocala Small Business Owners. There's so many different groups. But being a part of these groups, there are thousands of people that congregate with each other online. So the CP has a signature event called Biznct After Hours, which 600 people come out to physically and interact with each other. But in these groups, in the day and age of technology, individuals are able to go online and congregate and interact with each other and share information and engage with each other. And some of these groups, you're able to, put out ideas, receive feedback, and, show what's going on with your business, and really and interact with individuals online. sharing. So this is something that, some people do not utilize. So I know I definitely do this, and it helps catch a lot of traction organically. So, I'll create a post on Facebook, and I'll share it on my personal page. And from my personal page, I'm a part of so many different groups. So it's like being a part of several different networking groups. So I'm a part of BNI, Chamber of Commerce, and it's like me taking my message and giving it to the members in the Chamber of Commerce, as well as BNI and several other networking groups. So when you actually share to these different groups, you're tapping into a larger audience, and they're able to engage with your brand and see what you're about. And it multiplies. It's a multiplying effect. So you have the audience that's on your business page. They interact with your audience on your personal page, and all that content is being able to reach so many different groups and people, when you just simply share. And we got that handsome guy right there. And this component we're talking about is establishing your attractive character on social media. And when you're establishing, your attractive character on social media, you really want to um, gear the character that you're putting out there to relate with the audiences that you're trying to do business with or trying to network with. And that attractive character, such as, we have several different veterans that spoke before me today. And that attractive character would be somebody sharing, that vulnerability. Like I was a war veteran. I've been through those different stuff. And that a character really resonates with a particular audience. So other veterans, family of veterans and different individuals of that nature, they really can gravitate to that individual, and they're like, okay, I relate with this message, I relate with this person because we share like interests. And that's how you're starting to establish your attractive character. And that attractive character really builds a very strong, loyal, and engaged audience base online. So, there's a lot of different categories to go with that. So um, whatever audience you're gearing towards, whatever resembles those characteristics within yourself, be real, be authentic with individuals, and share that side of you that they can really uh, feel that they're interacting with a human, not a robot. So this is a very important factor when it comes to social media. All right, we're gonna take a little glimpse at paid advertisement. So we talked about some of the organic methods when it comes to social media, and that's great. You're getting started, you're getting ramped up. It's most cost effective, and you're able to get your bang for your buck. And over time, you build your audience, and those are individuals that it's that you own that call to action. You own that audience base. You can just put out content and engage with them because you built that clientele base. You built that Rolodex, and they're part of your group. When you get into paid ads, you can stretch that reach. So not only you're tapping into individuals that maybe have liked your page, maybe your friend on Facebook, or part of the several different groups that you're a part of, but when you start partnering with Facebook, Instagram, these different platforms on social media, you're able to basically tap into their database, and they unlock the vote for you, and they put you in front of the people that you may be targeting. So different forms of targeting could be demographic, geographic, and list. Whether you have a contact list, whether that's phone numbers and emails, and creating different lookalikes in order to get around the same type of individuals that have done business with you in the past, or around the same type of individuals that you're accustomed to interacting with. So paid ads can really scale your business to almost an infinity. Uh, when you actually, make that investment, a lot of us want to start off in organic, the organic means, and that's fine. But when you, as soon as you have the means, it is best to either hire experienced professional like myself, or learn it and start implementing yourself in house, and start really expanding the amount of reach that you have online. And this allows you to tap into untapped territory that you have no access to from the base that you built on your business page, your friends list, on your personal page, or the several different groups that you're a part of. Paid When you go into paid advertisement, it allows you to scale a lot faster. But when you do build a strong organic base, that's something you could tap it into at any time, and you own that, because you can call on that 50,000 likes, 50,000 individuals that are part of your group, or your business page, at any time. Facebook does throttle that down to 30%. So a lot of individuals think they build an organic approach. They build an organic presence, but Facebook does throttle down the amount of people you can tap into that are part of your particular group or your page. And that's really like an incentive to push you towards partnering with them and doing paid advertisements. So we're going to talk about the long play. I have a little bit more time. So I do have an illustration here via video, and from Mike Vick and Deshaun Jackson. So check it out. It's a couple of seconds.
As you talked about, John, rolling and launching downfield for Deshaun Jackson, who accelerates, caught the opening play, and all the way for a touchdown. 88 yards.
Wow. Yeah, so when we're talking about the long play, so on social media sometimes it doesn't happen that quick. So that was a couple, like 23 seconds. But when we're talking about the long play on social media, especially when you start organically, it takes time. So it does take time. You have to be consistent, and you have to utilize all these different types of approaches in order to really ramp it up. Uh, you have to be willing to partner with different audiences to expand your base, and collab with different individuals to really grow your audience. The long play, when you continue to do that over time, your following does grow, and you're able to interact with more individuals on a consistent basis. When you put out great information, great content, and it resonates with individuals, and they're attracted to your business, whatever character that is displayed by your business or yourself, they will be more apt to do business with you as opposed to one of your competitors. And same thing with paid advertisement. The advertisements that you see have several thousands of views. That's a long play as well. If you see that it's been running for a very long time, that's more times than not a highly effective paid advertisement, a sponsored ad that's being ran on social media. That's why they continue to run that particular ad. And the long play on that, so they continue to put money in, and they're getting a return on their investment. And thus that continues to allow their business to grow at a different level, as opposed to continue to just go with a long approach, just simply doing organic methods in order to get their business out there. And that's all for my presentation today. I really appreciate everybody that's watching at home. I appreciate every one of the speakers that spoke before me. A lot, like Sandra said, the network, a lot of these individuals that I've interacted with myself, they're very bright. They know what they're talking about. And, you build those relationships over time, and, doing good business, having a high level of honor and integrity, and providing a high, skill set, and doing great business, giving a good product or service to the individual that gives them results is what's going to continue to allow your business to move forward.